Yeah, it's the role effect. We talk love, we talk faith. God first, couple goals, ain't no room for the hate. We keep it real, keep it true. That's the only way. Roll with us, pray with us, each and every day. Yeah. On the role effect, we talking God and love. We build each other up, blessings rain from above. Yeah. Relationship goals, we keep Christ in the middle. Faith stay strong while the world play the real. Let's go.
Roll effect, we gon' ride, never fall.
Hello, everybody. Oh, my friends and family, welcome to another episode of the Roll Effect Podcast.
Yes.
I'm your host, Milton,
and I'm Felicia.
Welcome again, y'all. Good to have y'all.
Welcome. We're so excited, right? Again, to be with you guys. We missed you on Sunday, though. For just us, Milton and Felicia, we was
had to take a pause.
We had to work.
Yeah. Had to take a pause from filming, but
but we'll see you on this Sunday for sure. But we're thankful that you guys are here with us and listening to us. That's a good thing, right?
It's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
How you been?
I'm good, you know.
Today was an exciting day for you, right?
Yeah. I started a
new journey, right?
Yeah.
That's always good, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Trained a little bit of my mind, but you got to keep that thing exercising, you know. So
Yeah.
How about yourself? How was your day? A little mind?
It was a little bit crazy. We have some new stuff that's going on, and one of our drivers got into an accident and did some things, and so it was a day.
Yeah.
But listen, every day is not going to be gravy, so
That's
you just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah. I say as long as you got energy, just keep it moving.
That's it.
That's
it. Well, you guys, first of all, what we want you to do is like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check us out on Sunday with just us, Milton and Felicia. We'll be back on this Sunday. And also you can listen to us every morning at 6 a.m. for our devotional, 100 Days of Believing Bigger. And believe it or not, you guys, we are on day 87. We're on day 87. It's crazy because it doesn't seem like 100 days already. Like, time go by really fast.
And that's not very, very long, 100 days that you can just equip yourself with.
Yes.
Some daily bread every morning.
Yes.
That's going to get you fired up, I promise.
For sure.
Food for thought.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So don't forget to check that out every morning at 6 a.m. and it is really good and it will bless your life. So check it out and share it, comment, talk to us, do all the things. So today is a very important subject because you guys listening to news every day and looking at social media, which we all kind of engage sometimes, it is a lot that's going on. So we decided to talk about mental health today. And we thought this not long ago. We might need to just kind of talk about it and shed light because it is so much that's going on, right?
I think we hit the surface once or twice in one of the episodes, but we didn't really dive in, and it wasn't the only topic at the time.
Yes. So we want to talk about that and just get you to start kind of thinking about it, or if you see some of these signs within yourself, or if you see it with family members or friends or something, you'll recognize those signs and maybe you can help them through this process because, mental health is all of us. All of us go through something. It's just some people get a little bit stuck in it, and then some is a lot more serious than others and they need professional help. So we just want to shed a little light to it and just have you to kind of pause a little bit and think about the people that are around you, or people you may talk to at work or wherever, church or whatever, right?
Yeah, it can lead to different things, and you just got to notice yourself. You got to notice family members, mood changes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There could lead into that.
Yeah,
you
for
know, when
sure.
somebody lose a loved one, they can kind of be going down that path. So just have your eyes and your ears open for
yes. So let's just talk about what mental health is. And I jotted down some notes, you guys, so that I can stay on track, So mental health refers to our emotional and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel. It also plays a crucial role in how we handle stress and how we relate to others and the choices that we make. So with our emotional well-being, it's the ability to manage emotions and cope with challenges. So there's a lot of things that happen in our lives that I don't think we always think about it, because it's always been kind of taboo that when people talk about mental health, you think, oh, something is wrong with them, or it's a mental, like they're not really all there kind of a thing,
like crazy.
Yeah. It's that's how it used to be when you talked about mental health, because it wasn't such a subject like it is today.
It was taboo.
It was taboo to even think about that, because everybody walking around sane, so they think, are not as sane as you would think, because it's so much that goes on that you don't even know you're in this mental health crisis right now. And I think with everything that's going on, I think we all can use some sort of therapy, whether it's talking to your spouse, talking to family, friends, or whomever you can confide in. It is very important, because sometimes we don't even see that the other person is suffering.
Well, I think that's kind of the hard part, and you have to be really engaged in people to know those sudden changes. You know, isolation, certain social media things that they're saying, and a lot of times we just say, "Oh, they just crazy," but they probably going through it right then. And sometimes it's a point of no return. Now, I didn't really know. I mean, you thought mental health is okay, that person's crazy, but when it affects your emotional, spiritual, your social, and your physical, that's way broad than they used to put out.
Yeah.
So those are a lot of things you have to look for. And some people, that tells you some people have been suffering with one or all of those things and didn't know they had a mental health issue.
Yeah. Because I don't think there was a name attached to it at the time. Like this name, mental health, you just thought of this person not being altogether there. I don't really want to
thinking about the
crazy,
mind.
but you're not really, like, something is not quite right. But as we live our lives out, we're realizing that all of us go through these challenges that are now attached to this name. And it's because it's your mental. This is something that we use every single day, and sometimes it's very hard to get past a loss of a loved one. You struggle with that. You struggle with just day to day, just paying bills.
Your own personal, physical, your job, you and dealing with your children.
Yeah.
Where did I go wrong? All kind of stuff comes up. And
absolutely.
It's under that same umbrella of mental health. It's just very broad. And you got to look at all of those things to kind of check mental health. If not, you could be kind of walking around here stressed out and think it's just normal, and it's not.
Here's the thing. Good mental health is essential for our overall health, helping individuals lead fulfilling lives is good for like just your mental. You know, when we talk about poor mental health, it can lead to disorders such as anxiety, depression, and other serious conditions impacting daily functioning of quality life. So, you know, there's a lot of times we might go through certain things and we're kind of depressed, and for the most part, I would say we're able to get up and bounce back from it.
Yeah, each individual is different in that. It depends on your strength. You know,
and then some people are not able to bounce back from it, and they stay there, and it mentally drains them, and then they fall into depression, and it can cause very serious conditions. We now, a few things that I've seen lately on TV is, I'm sure you gotta be living under a rock if you don't know about the TV host mother that was abducted from her house. She's 84 years old, Nancy Guthrie, is that her name? And it is just so awful, you guys, because I think people are just falling into desperation and they don't have a way out. So it causes all these different things, the acts of abduction, violence,
and all kinds
you know,
of stuff.
all kinds of things, because people don't have an outlet for this mental distress that they're feeling, and they lash out on people. And so is as a family, as family members, as friends, we have to be open and to see what is going on with people that are around us, so that if we can offer help, we can. And I was just listening to David and Tamala Mann, and David was talking about how he was suicidal, like he wanted to take his life. And she was so upset at the fact that she didn't see it. Like, she said the worst thing for her is that she didn't recognize it. And he said, because I was trying to be Superman. I was smiling on the outside, but I was dying on the inside. And we need to be able to recognize when our family members are, you know, our friends are struggling.
You have to, like you said, with us sometime, you got to check in deep.
Yes.
Like, how are you? How are you really? Are you? You know, not just how you doing, I'm fine. No, how you really doing?
Yeah, I'm always asking, but how's your heart, though?
Right.
How's
That's
your
the
heart?
Way you do it. Yeah.
How's your heart? How is that? Because anybody can give you like a little, I'm good.
Yeah.
Jesus is good. God is good all the time.
You know that.
You know, all the things, because they're just like answers that just automatic, right? It's like kind of robotic. This is just what you say. But how's your heart? How's it really doing? How you really feel? You know, we have to be honest and just talk about these things, because I think if we talk about it, it'll be less violence, less suicide. There was a suicide today for one of the actor's daughter that they found that she had taken her life. And that is going on with the best of the people that you think, like, oh my goodness. I remember when Robin Williams took his life. That hit me hard when he took his life, because everybody knows Robin Williams for Miss Doubtfire and
which we've seen many times.
We've seen that so many times. But he was a comedian and an actor.
Wasn't he Jack Ripper?
Yes,
yeah.
he was.
Three's Company.
No, he was not.
Not Three's Company.
No, was he?
Yeah, that was.
Was he?
His character name was Jack.
Okay.
I think. Well, we'll double check that.
Yeah, we'll double check that.
Certain.
But we loved him because he was really funny, but nobody knew that he was struggling, and he was depressed.
No, he was Mindy. What was it? Go ahead.
Now he's gonna.
I'll figure it out.
It's okay. But he was struggling, and so he took his life. And you're thinking, someone who made everybody else laugh with his gifts that God had given him, he was dying on the inside, which potentially took his life. He took his life. And it's like, we gotta understand that people are struggling, and just because they look like they're good doesn't necessarily mean that they are.
But not only did he look, but he act. He was a comic, you know.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think that he was sad like that on the inside.
Yeah.
When your job is to act a certain totally different way than what you feeling on the inside.
Yeah. So you guys, it's not about rich or poor. It doesn't matter. People are losing their lives because of everything that is going on in our world, and they can't cope, and they need help, and they silently struggle trying to stay afloat. And so we just want to kind of shed a little light on that, to say, if you're going through something and you feel like you can't make it, or you don't have anybody to talk to, we're going to also list a hotline on the screen above, and it will it's a number that you can call. It's 24/7, and you can also text home to a number as well. I have that listed as well. And so you can text that number, and all of it is confidential. You don't have to worry about anyone saying anything about you calling. You can be anonymous if you choose to, but just talk to somebody, because I feel like it's important to like get things out sometimes. You know, sometimes in our day-to-day struggle, like for me, it's like kind of hard because I'm like everything for everybody, and I'm always trying to solve a problem. And so sometimes it's a little, you know, like, okay, I need to be able to solve a problem, or I need to be able to talk to somebody. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to like kind of think about it, release it, and keep going. But that's not everybody's story.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's better to get it out, because you deserve to be better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't deserve to be going down that rabbit hole where you can't pull out.
Mm-hmm.
So many of them are just taking their lives because they think there's no other help, and they're not reaching out. But that part is important. You need a second chance. You need to breathe. You need a better life. God didn't put us here to suffer if you're suffering in that way, at least by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So people are in place to try to help you navigate and pull out of that, because somebody on the other end may need you from what you done went through and done pulled out.
Right. Absolutely. So you should really think about that. And so if you are someone you know is struggling with mental health, it's important to seek help from a professional if it's gotten to a point where you can't move, you're just kind of numb. You need to get help. Help is out there for you. If you don't want to talk to family members or friends or coworkers or anything like that, you know, call the number, talk to someone, get it out so that they can help you.
Call the professionals then,
yeah,
if you need to.
So some of the things that you can do, first of all, to improve your overall mental health is, you know, exercising is really good, because it boosts your mood and it reduces anxiety and depression. Once you get in there, like you get into the gym or something, or at home, put your music on. You can put your praise and worship on, and you can just get you know, put yourself in another space.
Level
right?
up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Even foods can boost your mood. With the omega-3 that's in the food, like fruity fruits, vegetables, and things of that nature. You know, listen, it does it for me. It's probably not a good thing, but you know, it's one of those things. Sleep, you guys, sleep. Getting quality sleep is important. We kind of don't do that, and we need to get better at doing that, because I think when we did get quality sleep, we're more rested, we're more aware the next morning, you're not sluggish, and
Yes.
you know, we're always up at 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know why we feel the need to start a whole conversation at 12 and 1 o'clock a.m. as if it's 2 o'clock in the evening. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, right?
I don't know what it is. I
It's
think we have to
crazy.
wind down, and a lot of times we try to wind down too late, and next thing you know, it's morning.
It's morning
So
all the time.
We
so
will work on that.
We got to work on that. Meditation, you guys, it reduces stress, and it improves your focus. Sometimes, you know, use your phone. Your phone has an app, and it has a meditation where you can, you know, if you don't have it, you can download it, an app to just meditate. Like, put a couple of seconds or minutes on your phone and just sit and be still and quiet and just meditate on good things. Meditation is good. Improve your social connection. Talk to somebody, which is very important for you guys to, like, talk to somebody about what you're going through so they can support you.
What about cut somebody on your social media that you don't need to be talking to?
Well, that takes me to limit screen time. Limit and reduce exposure to negative news and social media, which can contribute to anxiety.
To your pain. Huh?
Listen, I would say that social media is probably 99.99% the reason for a lot of depression, anxiety, suicide, a lot of things, because we look at, and the news, because it's so much negative that people are getting into a dark place and they don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to get out of this dark place. Some people now are in their homes. They don't want to come out because there's so much going on out. And the more you look at the news and the more you look at social media with all the things that are going on, the more depressed you get. So sometimes you just need to turn the TV off or just get into a happy place, wherever that is, and just limit your time in that. Because I personally don't look at the news. If it's on, I might glance at it when my husband loves. He is one of those people that can process bad and keep it pushing. I'm one of those people that I can't push it out. If I hear about something like the Nancy Guthrie lady that we were speaking about earlier, I'm like always praying, Lord, please help them find their mother. Lord, please. Like, I'm always thinking about it. So I can't push it out as fast as my husband can. That means I have to limit the exposure of stuff that I receive in,
Right.
because I don't want to be in a dark place.
Right. That's all about self-evaluation and growing to know yourself.
Yeah.
Knowing what's affecting you, so
Yeah.
you can block some of those things.
Mhm.
Social media, things you hear about that's
Yeah.
gonna trigger your mind into another space. And look, if you're listening out there and you have that woman and you need mental help, call the people
Yes.
and let that lady go, or show them where their mom's at. Nobody
Yes.
wants that kind of pain like this.
Right.
And get yourself some help.
Yes, please, 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 please. Okay, and you should engage in some hobbies, something that you like. Practice gratitude. It'll probably be nice to just have like a journal and practice gratitude. Maybe thinking about something that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for, something that makes you happy. Write it down. I feel like when you write things down and you look at it, you're like, ooh, this is good. This is, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's something that you can be thankful
you can
for, right?
self-reflect better that way. You take some time in doing that. Than all this stuff that comes on social media.
Set realistic goals. Sometimes, you guys, when we set goals, we set them so big that they seem unattainable. But if you take those big goals and slash it in pieces, a little bit at a time, you will feel so good when you accomplish this first set, and then you go to the next set. Instead of trying to see the big picture, break that picture down to something small.
Baby steps.
Right? Baby steps. This is great. And lastly, I want to talk about the signs so that you can recognize it in yourself or
loved one, friends, or somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is persistent sadness, feeling sad or empty or hopeless for an extended period of time. So this is not somebody like, oh, he feels bad today. This is somebody who's doing this quite often, and that you're noticing that this person is like, this has been a week or two. Like, what's going on? That's something to look at. So that's one of the signs. Irritability, moody. You're just irritated by everything. Everything. You're irritated and you're frustrated. And it's increasing. Your anger is increasing. It's something to look at.
Right.
Mood swings. Extreme changes in your mood and your emotional state. Now, you guys, I'm not talking about someone who's just mad for a day or something like that. This is someone who they're not normally like that, but now it's something about them that's changing.
That's off.
That's off. You might need to look at that and kind of get just talk to them about it. Difficulty concentrating, focusing, making decisions, or remembering things. A lot of times when you get older and you stop, you start forgetting things and things of that nature, it can cause depression. And then elders take their lives too, because they depressed and they can't remember, and they think it's better just to take their lives. And so you have to look at that as well. Right?
Right. If you're getting older and you're not quite in your right mind, definitely something can be triggered, whether that or something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, those changes, that's where you really have to focus.
And then we have negative thinking, feeling worthless, and excessive guilt, right? So, you want to always keep it positive, but if you see someone that is just totally negative and just constantly doing things and just talking bad about themselves, or just feeling guilty about things, that's probably one of the signs to that as well.
Right.
Withdrawal, which means avoiding people. They're not interacting anymore.
Isolation.
They're isolated. They're in the house. They're not being around family and friends. That's something to think about as well. Or
not calling as much.
Yes.
Like they used to.
Yes. Changes in activity, decrease energy, and excessive sleeping. Excessive sleeping. So these are some of the signs that you can look out for, and we wanted to just kind of make you aware of those things, because this is a serious thing. People are really taking their lives and they're falling into depression, and we don't want that.
They're doing that. They're taking their lives, and then some of them are on drugs, and then that's going to cause them to be thugs and try to get more drugs out there, and it's all because nobody's checked their mental.
Yeah. And they can't focus. Everything is going up. Prices on things are higher. People can't afford it. So then it's drastic measures. And so they take that frustration out on other people, and then other people suffer for this state of mind that you're in. And it might be temporary, but in that moment you do something that changes your whole entire life in that second, just because you was, you know,
in this particular state of mind,
yeah,
without any help,
right? So you have to, you know, we have to be mindful of that when we're thinking about our family and friends, and, you know, make sure everybody is okay and do the best that we can do.
And a lot of those shooters out there that's been doing, you know, schools and stuff like that after the president and all that stuff, that a lot of them, some people will say they haven't seen signs, but some will say, well, it was acting a little strange lately. But those are the times when you got to have conversation. You can't wait too late till something done jumped off.
No, you cannot.
You know, we all got that inner feeling with like something ain't quite right.
Yeah.
That's when you probably better have a conversation.
Absolutely. So again, we want to make sure that substance abuse, like you said, is one of the things. Self-harm, harming yourself, overdosing, sticking yourself, you know, doing all sorts of things just because you can't cope.
You see any scratches on younger folks, they're cutting themselves, you know.
They're cutting themselves.
Especially have to look out for the younger folks.
Yeah, engaging in dangerous activities. You know, these are signs that we need to definitely look out for, right?
Absolutely.
So again, the number is going to be on the screen with National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's 1-800-273-8255. And you can always refer back to this video. And also, it's 24/7. It's free and it's confidential. It supports people that are in distress. So if you know someone, you know, that's in distress, you know, if they don't want to talk to you, give them that number. Or you can text the line, you can text HOME to 741-741. And if they don't want to talk to you, they can talk to someone else. They don't even have to give their name. Just someone that's going to listen. And it's free.
Right.
Which is important.
Absolutely. And
It's
you
free.
and you may be helping save somebody.
Absolutely. So yeah, so that's something that we want to discuss and talk about, and we hope that this is beneficial to you guys. We don't want to hold you long, but long enough for you to recognize signs and understand that we all go through something, and it's how you bounce back from those things, with prayer, with for those who know the Lord, with prayer. And if you know someone who don't, it's a good time to introduce them to him, right?
Absolutely.
You know? So, yeah, you got anything else you want to add to it?
I just want to say, try to make it a habit, you know, every week or multiple times a week, just to ask a person, not just how you doing, but how's your mental health? How's your heart? You know, dig a little deeper every now and then, and you might be surprised. It might be that time for them to say something.
Yes.
You know, but what you don't want is somebody dying inside, and we haven't even checked, you know, and you just didn't see it.
Yes.
You know, so yeah.
It is our job to help our people. And our people, I mean all people.
Family, friends, social, Facebook friends, all people.
So it's our job to be that vessel, and to help when we can and help when we're needed. So just look out for those signs, because people are dying silently inside, and they will show a face like everything is okay, and then once you turn your back, they're gone. I remember one of the girls that didn't live far from us, she shot herself when we was teenagers, And it's crazy because we was just all sitting together at church on a Sunday, and on a Monday she was gone. And I didn't see it. People around us didn't see it, and you're like, what in the world was that bad? But when you feel isolated and you feel bad and you feel like you dying on the inside and that you can't talk to anyone, this is what this causes. And not only if you know that was self-harm, but people are now harming others because they don't know how to handle the frustration that they're feeling at the time. So we want to kind of, if we see it, let's try to talk about it and not wait till something bad happens. Right. To kind of, oh, well, there was signs. I think people always give us signs.
Yeah,
it's us recognizing it.
It's been a lot of people that are gone, and you would hear them say, a family member or somebody say, well, yeah, they were going through something.
Yeah.
We just didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah. And even with your teens and your, you know, or whatever, it's like, put the phone down, come out the room, because they're busy on their phones, and social media is the devil's playground because they get so much information. Our bodies, our minds are not intended to receive all this information that we get on a consistent basis. So sometimes you got to put that phone down and just maybe like meditate, get into a still place, get these kids out of the room. Let's play something. Let's have fun. Let's do something outside of this phone, because it is a dangerous thing just to be here studying this phone, looking at all the crazy that goes on. Not only are the teenagers looking at things, but they doing a lot of comparisons. And that is just a recipe for disaster, because people make things look so good, they want it, and they doing anything to get it. And that's not good either. So we got to be mindful. We got to look at this thing, and we got to constantly talk to our kids, especially about the consequences or the, you know, the things that could happen based on that, right?
Yeah, there's good and bad. I mean, you got AI out there, so you know, God only knows that one there. Then you got to look at the hours and hours that teenagers are actually on their phone, their eyes over time.
Yeah.
We ain't seen nothing like this more than a computer now.
Yes.
And also what their mental capacity is just with that all the time. And now they're starting off at 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. Knowing how to use tablets and on phones. Got to have them all the way up to, you know, adults.
Yeah, we got to be mindful. We didn't have all this information, but they have all this information now.
Definitely.
So. But yes, so that is what we wanted to talk to you guys about, and we hope that this was informative. We hope that you got something from it, and we hope that you would take it and just kind of just have your eyes open, and you know, instead of talking, listen with the ears of God, so that you can hear and you can see. If someone is going through something, you know, just ask God to give you that spiritual ear so that you can hear what you need to hear to be able to be a help to somebody else. Right?
Absolutely. You may be able to catch somebody.
Yes, absolutely.
You know.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. So that concludes our episode for tonight, and we will see you on Sunday at 3 p.m. with Just Us, Milton and Felicia. Don't forget to check out our devotional every morning at
6 a.m.
At 6 a.m. Don't forget to
subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Absolutely. We love you, and until next time, see you.
Yeah, it's the role effect. We talk love, we talk faith. God first, couple goals, ain't no room for the hate. We keep it real, keep it true. That's the only way. Roll with us, pray with us, each and every day. On the role effect, we talking God and love. We build each other.